Hello world, we're back. 80s Music Twin Rank doing another
70s band.
except
We're just
for,
going to keep this going for the next couple of videos.
yes, today is Steve Miller, not Steely Dan.
Steve Miller Blues Band. Now they shortened that.
Right, and the main guy was Steve Miller, right?
Yes, he's a
Now-
guitarist and vocals.
Yes. Now I was happy for a little bit to see that Boz Scaggs was part of his band.
Unfortunately, it wasn't with any of the hits.
Yes,
just
so
for the first
it
couple
was pretty
albums.
much irrelevant.
Yeah.
In other words, had he stayed a little longer, it would have been neat to combine his and see where it ranked amongst Steve Miller.
Yeah, yeah.
But since he was pretty much
Yeah, there's only two really good hits that I know of. He is mentioned in Breaking Bad. Walter White says, "You don't know Boz Scaggs?"
I don't know. I think you and I would know. I think he played on a Stephen Curtis Chapman song
Okay.
on The Great Adventure.
But Lowdown and Leono Shuffle, two L's.
Right.
Two good songs of Boz Scaggs.
Yes, but anyways, Steve Miller Band. Yes, they had a 80s hit, and it went all the way up to number one.
You don't like it.
Incredibly.
And I will say, I listened to it last week, and I'm like, okay, the end does go off the rails a little bit. So
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
I'll tell you what. When you look at
It's the only one that had a music video, right?
yes,
Yeah. So.
yeah, I'm surprised. The three number ones, and the fact of the three that are number ones is what's amazing.
Okay.
The Joker should not have been a number one. And Abracadabra, I would say probably shouldn't have been. Both of those to me are bland.
Yeah.
for
Now
being number
the
ones.
Joker, I think that was his first hit, right? Was that the only?
Yeah.
No, there was.
They had charted songs, but that was the
Yeah.
first one
Okay.
that was in the top 10, immediately top,
Yeah.
top song.
Okay. So that song begins with sometimes they call me the Joker, right? No.
No.
Some call me.
Space Cowboy,
Sometimes they call me a space cowboy. Sometimes they call me
the something of love, Papa
gangster of love.
Gangster of Love.
Sometimes they call me Maurice. Okay, so
Yes.
those are three songs from previous albums: Space
Which is
Cowboy,
cool.
Gangster of Love. There's Gangster Part 2, and then or the Return of Gangster, something like that.
Did
and
it
then
make
there's
pe-
Enter Maurice. So those are
Did
three
that
songs.
make people want to go back and listen to those albums?
He's trying to get.
Probably not. Yes, but and similar to Steely Dan, researching this band, I had forgotten of a couple of the songs. I'm like, oh, Steve Miller sings that.
Swingtown,
Swingtown and Jungle Love, which I'm surprised I didn't know that about Jungle Love because I am an Everybody Loves Raymond fan. And we had a
And-
book for it, and a couple seasons that was the opening song they used,
Okay.
Jungle Love. Now they
I thought I read that Swingtown was the end credits for the 8th season.
oh
of that show.
maybe they use that song too, but they use Jungle Love in the beginning. Do play things even use opening credit songs anymore?
No, probably not.
Yeah, it used to be an 80s thing too, but not anymore. All right, so Steve Miller, after Abracadabra, he kept going, but you wouldn't know it because he had a number one and then fell off the planet pretty much.
Yeah, but, so pretty much a 70s band.
Yes.
Which is, I mean, there's their top selling album that they put out. But the biggest selling album was their greatest hits, 1975 to 1978.
Yeah. Can you-
So it didn't have Abracadabra.
That honestly should be the case for every band, right? Your number one album should always be your greatest hits.
Yeah.
But studio album wise, was it Fly Like an Eagle?
Their biggest album, I don't recall.
Now, Abracadabra, I think, was their top song because it was actually at number one multiple weeks.
Oh, another thing I did see that the two number ones bumped out Chicago. The first one was If You Leave Me Now got bumped out.
Right.
Abracadabra bumped out Hard to Say I'm Sorry.
Correct. I think one of them, actually, Chicago was there. It got bumped out, or no, it was there. Then Chicago came back, and then it got bumped out. So it like displaced it, but it
Okay.
was there displaced by Chicago in the first
Oh,
place.
okay.
Because somehow that happens. You could be a number one, get booted, and then
go
go back,
up.
which is weird. You think once you're out, you're out. Okay, so which album would you buy?
Not the Joker, probably the Fly Like an Eagle.
Well, the Joker only had the one song.
Okay.
Fly Like an Eagle had 3.
No, wait, no,
Book
I'm
of
sorry.
Dreams had 3.
Yeah, no, the Dreams one.
Book of Dreams?
Yes, Book of Dreams.
Yes.
That one was the
There
better
are,
one.
and there are books about dreams too. Tell you what they mean.
I have some weird dreams. I don't
I do
understand
too.
them. I have dreams. You ever get this where you're being chased?
Yes.
You're just running, and then you wake up tired.
You know what? I'll tell you this. My most recent dreams, and I've had it several times now, where I'm sleeping, and I'm in a parking lot, and I can't find my car. And I beep in the thing, and nothing. I'm like, I know I parked in here.
Oh, the dreams I hate is where I'm working. I'm like, why, and I wake up and like, why was I at work?
Okay, and also, let's see what else we got. Hey, similar to Steely Dan. Now you remember this second guy, Walter Becker.
Okay.
Remember he got hit by a car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Steve Miller broke his neck in a car.
Broke his neck. So there's your similarity.
That's how we're tying them together. Not the fact that they both start with the letter S.
Yes. But yeah. So, and they were actually going. They were one of the choices when I went and saw Def Leppard / Journey. I was either going to. The third band was supposed to be Heart. We ended up seeing Cheap Trick with them. Steve Miller was the next up.
Yeah, I guess both of them were from San Francisco, Journey and Steve Miller.
Okay.
Both from they were both formed in San Francisco.
Yeah. Now my guess is Steve Miller and Boz Scaggs had to have toured together, right?
Maybe, I don't know.
So they can come out together and play songs. That's how it works.
Boz Scaggs, he looks a little weird. his face is really oblong.
Yeah, you know what? He reminds me of George Thorogood, kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah, yeah.
A 70s version.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that's all we got. Not a whole lot about Steve Miller.
Yeah.
He did not hang around after the 80s, so.
Let's get to our top 10.
Top 10. All right, we have one honorable mention. That song you tried to convince me should have been in top 10. It's yours. I Want to Make the World
Oh, yeah.
Turn Around.
Yeah, now this would have been a song that was after Abracadabra.
And yeah, it was still in the 80s.
And this one did have a video too, but not as creative as the Abracadabra with the, was it gloves without arms?
Right.
Just,
So I only listed the good albums behind us, but they still made more 80s. There was that other song, the Bongo Bongo.
Yeah.
That was Steve Miller, right?
yes, and that I will say that is their weirdest. I will say it's their weirdest.
So-
you said someone else was.
I kind of wanted that song to make the top 10. I probably put that one at 11, which is definitely a reason why yours didn't make it, because I even like that one better. But yeah, it's I Want to Turn Around. Couldn't tell you what album it's from. Oh, I can. Living in the 21st Century. I think
Yes.
that's what it's called. Yeah. Which is a Glenn Frey
Fry
song.
song, yeah. That's Love.
Oh, Love
in
It.
the 21st
Oh,
century.
okay, you're right. I think one of their earliest songs was called "Living in the USA."
Yeah.
Released it twice.
And they remade it and
Yeah, produced it. Anyway,
that's
not this
one I didn't realize was him.
right. Okay, but I Want to Make the World Turn Around. Why?
Because Lois Lane died.
Superman does it.
You gotta turn
Fly
the world
back-
around and turn
Fly backward
Yes,
and
yes. It causes time to go in reverse.
somehow. That's why you would want to do that, obviously. Okay, number 10. Coming from Abracadabra. Yes, they released the second song from that album. You remember it? Give it up. No, you don't remember it.
Now, Give It Up that I like is Jay Gals Band. Give it up.
Yeah. Anyways, I put this at 10. You put it at 11, so we do agree it's not one of their best. Don't even remember.
Too many
where.
better hits. So
Yes, but yeah. So Abracadabra, number one, all over the world. They didn't even release in the U.S. until it was like charting everywhere else. Then they released it here, went to number one here, and then like, hey, we can put another one out. That would be give it up. All right. Number 9, coming from their farthest song on this list, their last charted song, Wide River. I have this at 9, you have it at 10.
yeah.
And this would be the song that I like compared to the later ones, as opposed to your I Want to Make the World Turn Around, Wide River.
I like this one too.
Yeah, it definitely, I think the reason I like it is it doesn't sound like their 70s stuff. It's
Yeah.
like he changed his
I
music
liked
style.
it, but it's not higher because the other ones are too recognizable.
Yeah. No, this one it's easy listening for sure during the 90s. Wide River. Don't know which river that is. Where did he live? He lived in San Francisco.
No, did he live? They were formed in San Francisco. I don't know if that's where he lived.
That's true. You're right. Okay,
What
number.
river did they have in San Francisco? Is that what you're trying?
Uh,
Geography, forget it.
They have,
I don't know.
They have a bay, not a river. Okay, number 8. Their first number 1, which is why it's down here because it should not have been number 1. The Joker, coming from The Joker, and you have this at 9. I have it at
One of
6.
the lyrics is a whistle.
Yeah. I mean, doesn't it sound a child could have did the lyrics? He's just rhyming a bunch of stuff.
This is their
Joker,
Is this
a
their
stoker,
slowest-
a midnight toker. What's a toker?
Is this their slowest song?
Yeah, I don't know what a choker is.
I think I've
I should have
always
looked it up, right?
I've always hated the lyrics. That's why I put it low. I'm a midnight toker. What? What is that? Anyways, but he does. It is when you realize where some of the lyrics came from. It's creative, but I still don't like it. But and I think that's the only hit off of that album, which is definitely the reason you would
I
not.
do
get
not
this.
like the cover. He's got his face is all painted up like a weird.
Right? He's got a lot.
He
Of,
looks sort of like the Joker, but
he's got a lot of bad covers.
Batman's the Joker.
All right, number 7, coming from Book of Dreams. My 3, your 8. Jet Airliner. Which, is that redundant? The jet is an airliner, right?
Okay.
You would think you wouldn't need to say that, although you have to rhyme. Nowadays, that's not a good thing, because jet airliners
They're
are
going down.
crashing everywhere. He wasn't talking about that. Although, you know what? There's something neat about this song.
Well, this has the intro,
Yes.
which is actually on the album. It's a separate song. It doesn't say space intro. This is-
No, space intro comes from Fly Like an Eagle.
Oh.
But it does have an intro, I think, similar. It attaches to another song. He does that on a couple. But no,
No,
Jet.
isn't this the one that goes doo-doo-doo-doo?
No.
Does that fly like an eagle? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. No, Jet Airliner. It did bring the catchphrase "Keep on keeping on" to people's minds, and then it cussed later in the song. I listened to the version off the album, and he does cuss. Don't think that was released on the radio.
Okay.
Okay, number 6, the song you're actually talking about from Fly Like an Eagle. Fly Like an Eagle. Your number 2, my number 8. Let me just tell you that space intro, which is at the beginning and at the end, is the reason I don't like this song.
So you took out the intro and exit. You would like it better?
You know, you can't. I've heard the song with that, and it doesn't sound right. Yeah, I mean, the song is neat, but once you put the space stuff into it,
Okay.
ruins it.
Okay. That's
By the
your
way,
opinion.
I don't know if this, I'm going to say this, we should have known Philadelphia was going to win the Super Bowl because we were about to do Steve Miller. The Eagles won. All right, number 5, coming from Book of Dreams again. I have this at 5, you have it at 4, and this is the one I compared to Peg. I forgot that they sang this. Swingtown. And it's sort of like Sunset Grill. You know, it eases what do 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 do. It builds up. Do do do. Yeah, until
Until he starts singing. Whoa. I'm like, you gotta do this.
And apparently, you know,
You like the drums.
yes.
Gotta get down to the swing town.
Now he's apparently he graduated from the University of Wisconsin, I believe,
Okay.
and they sing this song
Okay.
at their football games. Go figure. Next, unless you want to stop.
No.
Number 4, coming from Fly Like an Eagle. By the way, Book of Dreams. Even though two or more of my songs are higher up than my 3 from Book of Dreams, but Fly Like an Eagle is what shoots it down. Okay, but number 4 would be Fly Like an Eagle, Rockin' Me. And I have this at 2 and you have it at 7. Supposedly, this is one where they say it's free. What's Free's song? All Right Now.
Oh, yeah.
They said their guitar is based off of that.
Okay.
So I hear it a little bit. But he goes through, you know, like a lot of bands do this. They go through a bunch of cities. I went from Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to Tacoma.
Yeah.
Why do bands do that?
I don't know.
You have to list cities.
No, okay.
I'm
So if you want to hear a song that's like mind-boggling for the cities, it would be what's Man in Black? What was that? Johnny Cash.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I've been everywhere. That is awesome.
Yes. Now
Because he just goes city to city. I'm like, how does he remember what cities?
I know. Well, there are some songs that now his would be the hardest one
Because
to
it's so
memorize.
fast. Yeah.
Because Huey Lewis does that.
Yeah.
But
Well,
his
harder rock and roll.
His is
slower and
His
easier.
is easier to list the song. Yeah. Okay. So that's our number 5, Rockin' Me Baby, which was their only number 1, I agree, should be number 1. All right, number 3, coming from their last good album, I guess you could say. Abracadabra, your number 1. My number 7, because I treat this like the Joker. Beginning and the ending. Slow songs, leave something to be desired.
Yeah,
song does not get you excited about
That's a
singing.
weird solo too.
Yeah, right. Right. A bunch of sounds in that song, and then you get the line, "I want to reach out and grab you."
Well, she sang that. I believe it's the woman sang that.
Still, what a line to put in a song. Just try it. All right, number 2, coming from Book of Dreams. Your number 3, my number 4, Jungle Love, which Tarzan and Jane. And this is a song.
Is it? Wait. Oh no, I was thinking
Now,
Jungle.
forget the space intro.
Okay.
This is a cool intro where it goes, you know, that weird,
Okay.
a weird song that brings it.
See,
before the
I
song.
always thought. Okay, so there's a movie called Jungle Fever with Wesley Snipes and
Annabelle
Scorio, and it's an interracial relationship. I always thought Jungle Love was supposed to be that. I don't know why. I guess I don't know.
Don't try explaining.
I
it.
don't know why. I just
Right.
thought that's what it was.
Oh, maybe they're talking about animals. I don't
No,
know.
I just thought I was talking about an interracial relationship.
Can a lion love a tiger?
And you thought it was about Tarzan and Jane. Okay.
Well, they are in the jungle, right? Okay, that leads us to our number 1 song from Fly Like an Eagle. Even though it's my favorite song from their albums, I would not get that because I Fly Like an Eagle. My number 1, your number 6, Take the Money and Run.
Yeah.
And I do like the storyline.
Yeah.
Too bad they never got caught, but here we have another instance where you got people probably fleeing to Mexico.
And probably killed a man. Well, they
did kill a man.
Killed a man
In his
robbed
castle.
his castle, right?
Yes. But also, it's the title of a Woody Allen movie. You ever watch that one?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. Okay, so in case anybody wonders, the Woody Allen's best movies are his older ones, which is what Take the
I
Money.
think I like Sleepers the best.
Bananas is by
I
far.
watched it since, and I
Bananas.
don't. It's not as good
Well,
as I remembered.
not the movie as a whole, but the courtroom scene is hysterical. Especially the part where he's hiding
Yeah.
his face. He sees a woman and he hides her face.
Yeah. When he's walking into the courtroom.
All right, anyways.
The best part of the movie, of course, is Sylvester Stallone's in there, and
Oh, yeah.
Woody Allen kicks him off the subway, and then he's like, "Yeah, the guy did," but the door just opens up, and he comes back in.
All right, take the money and run. Good scene is Woody Allen's with the gang and they go to rob a bank. Exact same time, another gang had the exact same idea. So two gangs were trying to rob
Right.
the exact same bank. Hence, take the money and run. All right, so that's our top 10 for Steve Miller. Do you agree? I mean, a lot of those, the ones that you know, the 8 hits you know, yes, they probably could be interchangeable,
Yeah.
whichever. Because and they're a lot different from each other. All right, but we're going to stick on the Eagle theme.
70s.
The 70s theme too, but let's take that Eagle jab one more time.
Yeah, right. Because we've only done
We've done the Eagles.
we've done Don
We've done
Henley,
Don Henley.
and
We've done
Fry.
Glenn Fry. We're going back to another Eagle, and that would be
Joe Walsh,
the only other
who
one.
was not in the band the entire time.
Correct, but you know he made a name for himself at the end, and then he kept going solo after that too. And when they rejoined, he was still there. So Joe Walsh will be next, and that's our last Eagle, probably our last Eagle.
Yeah.
Okay, see you at our last Eagle next time. Bye.
Right.